Have mercy. Good morning. Good morning. Welcome to Joy is Real. Let's put that little effect on. Okay, okay. All right. It's in the middle of the night, y'all. I have not, well, maybe not in the middle of the night for all, because on the East Coast, it is 5:30 in the morning. Ooh, ooh, ooh. Come on now, Mike. Don't you get to tripping. But good morning, everybody, and to the replay viewers. Welcome to Joy is Real. It's 2:31 a.m. here in Las Vegas. So as I said, that means it's 5:31 over on the East Coast. What's going on? Atlanta, Florida, New York, North Carolina, South Carolina, and all you folks that's over there. And it's about 4:32 a.m. in my hometown of St. Louis, Missouri. Good morning, family. All right. So y'all, listen. I've been asleep all day. Yes, I have. And I wanted to finish up uh, watching the rest of season 18, Married at First Sight, because I did see that they are already at the reunion um, this season already. And I am only on episode 15. I actually did not know that this season had already premiered because I had been watching so many other things. It's hard to keep up when you have a TV person as a spouse. My husband watches a lot of TV. He loves TV. When he is not working, honey, where you can find him is in front of the television watching something, honey. And he always chooses great series. And yeah, I ain't gonna say his movie choices are too good because we do have a different appetite when it comes to the types of things we ingest. Sometimes I catch him watching Tubi, honey, and I be like, babe, why is you watching this? I have not got into Tubi as of yet, but every time I catch him watching it, it is always something that I would care not to watch. So it is what it is. So we are going to actually review or try to review this next episode of season 18, Married at First Sight. I believe it's episode 15 is what I'm on. I apologize for not being more proactive and commentating the whole season. But once I seen that the season was up and there was so many episodes, I was like, binge watch time. And so that's what we've been doing for the last couple days. And, now that I have slept pretty much since my grandbaby left, which was probably around 6 o'clock. So I've gotten some sleep. I am up. Um, and I'm gonna watch some television. Well, not really television because I'm on my computer, but we're gonna watch some um some television. I can't think of another word right now. We're gonna watch some stuff. So um let's see here. Doo, doo, doo. Let's see. Now I'm hoping that everything goes well. You know, OWN doesn't give me any problem when it comes to playing things back. Hopefully, we experience the same thing here with Lifetime. If not, if it cuts off we're going to have to figure out some other things, but hopefully we be all right. I was hoping, see, I don't know how to download the episode. Like it doesn't give me an option to download the episode. I'm gonna have to ask Drip how he did that. That one day that I seen him, because he had got I don't know what, or maybe he had gotten a clip or something. But whatever the fact, um, yeah, I don't know if you can download a whole episode. You might, but whatever. We're gonna get into it. We are going to get into it. We are multicasting, y'all. We are live on YouTube and we are live on Facebook. I am going to also create an Instagram for Joy is Real online. I haven't done that yet. We, this social media stuff, it's a lot, y'all. And I can get overwhelmed because um when I learn about new things, I want to learn about them fully. And what I can definitely attest to is social media is exhausting. It really can be, honey. And I am not even operating at the capacity as much as I wish. So for me to, feel that way and not even operating fully, we have to figure out, some type of a balance. But right now we're just treading here, trying to figure things out. So, um, no schedule here, not really too much of a clear direction just yet, other than I know I'd like to run my mouth for sure. I love to talk to people. Um, I love to help folks and all those kinds of things. So that's why I am here. So let's go ahead and get this up here. All right. All right. All right. Okay. We got that up. Okay. Oh, you know what? Oh, Wells, I didn't do it, but it's okay. It's okay. I should have changed the orientation, but it is what it is. We are home. All right, there. Come on. Come on now. We ain't got time to be playing have mercy. See, you know, this is craziness. All right, so there. I'm sorry, y'all. Y'all know Joy. Joy is slow. Joy is slow. I won't. You know what? Look, I ain't got my. Okay, we're gonna turn that on. Okay, and we're just going to do. Still talking over there. Okay, we're gonna go there. Okay, gonna do that. There. Boop. All right, and then let's see what is going on over here on the Facebook. All right. So, all right, all right. So we are live. Yes, we are. We are live. Okay. So again, this is Married at First Sight, season 18, episode 15. I haven't gotten all the names of all the couples. Some of them. Some of them, not all. Give me a second, you guys. I'm looking for paper. Why don't I have paper over here? You know, things are never where you put them. Okay, we'll just use this here. All right. I like to take notes sometimes. Man, I wish I knew how to download this episode. I know there's got to be a way to download episodes. Have mercy. I know there's got to be a way. But, anyways, we're going to get started here. And, oh, before we get started, though. Hi, Dr. Quantum. How are you, love? Happy Sunday to you as well. I'm just reviewing Married at First Sight. Are you familiar with that show? This is one of my favorite shows. I have watched every season. They are on season 18, and I was not aware that this season had started because I've been doing other things and trying to become a YouTuber, you know. So there are things that that I have just missed. Um, no, not familiar. Okay. Well, it's called Married at First Sight. It is, as you can see on the screen, it is a lifetime series. Um, and it's pretty good. The premise is two strangers who have had trouble in their dating lives have decided to be part of this study to be married at first sight, meaning they have never, they've never met each other. They don't know anything about each other. They have left it up to relationship experts to pair them from questionnaires and I guess like back, meetings and things of that nature. And they agreed to be married at first sight. And I believe the the process is like 6 weeks. I believe it's 6 weeks or 8 weeks that the study goes on, and at the end of the 8 weeks, they choose whether to move forward with the marriage or get a divorce. It is so good, Dr. Quantum. When I say so good, now unfortunately, their success rate has only been 16%. Um, I believe when I looked up the statistics the other day, Married at First Sight has had 74 marriages, and I believe either 12 or 16 are still together. And folks have had babies from this too. Um, the one of the marriages from season one of the couples, they are still together and they have a bunch of babies. Jamie and Doug. Oh my God. And go back and watch season 1. Season 1 was I don't think any season has been able to top season 1. But that couple, Jamie and Doug, they are still together. Like I said, they got a bunch of babies. This show is amazing in concept. Now, with the success rate only being 16%, maybe they should look at some other things um as far as connections, because I also believe too, hey, this is a show. Things are done for entertainment, and sometimes maybe some things are are have gone amiss because, like I said, only 12 couples have stayed together. So, but it is so good. It's so, and this season has been, rocky at, or what have you with the relationships. But again, the project of it all is so good. Like, I truly believe in arranged marriages. Like, I have told my children, please let me pick your partner. Please, it would do you good if you were to listen to an elder for relationship advice. I know young folks think they know it all and they think they got it all and they think they have it all figured out. But what I know now with these 47 years of life that I have lived, that I didn't know a god doggone thing. And I thought, and I was a smart girl, and I didn't know a god doggone thing. And I wish I had a listened. If I had a listened, you know, I would have lessened the blows. I would have lessened the blows. But yes, I believe in arranged marriages, and I just wish my kids would let me arrange them. My daughter, my oldest daughter has been in a long-term relationship that I gave her advice on, and here it is, 9 years later, and some of the things that I knew were going to happen are happening now. And unfortunately she's experiencing some things that she probably wish she would not have, or what have you. But it is what it is. Let me not talk about my daughter, because I'll start ranting. What did Dr. Quantum say? I like cultures with structure and order. Me too, Dr. Quantum. I like instructions. Me too, Dr. Quantum. I thrive with instruction. That's how I think life flows better. Amen and amen. I thrive so much better when things are laid out and there is accountability. Oh my God. I thrive so well in those terms. And I'm pretty sure that most do. Most do. When there is instruction, you know where to go. You know what I'm saying? You have a clear freaking goal and a clear path to get there. Have mercy. Okay, let's go. Let's get into this show. Because again, I'll start ranting. Let's go ahead and play this intro that Prime made for me. And we'll get right on into it. So let's put up my little banner. All right, go to these comments, take your comment down. All right. And we'll get started right after this. All right. All right. All right. So let's get started. Oh, wait a minute. I see some messages. I see some messages. Good morning, Tamika. How are you? Glad to see you. All right. All right. We're just going to watch Married at First Sight. I just did kind of a little um background of what the show is about. I hope you're familiar. If not, if you have any questions, put them in a chat and I'll answer them as we go. All right. And hello to you beautiful folks that are in the room. Before we get started, I'm glad that you are here and we're just going to say good morning real quick.
I say good morning to you. Morning, morning, good morning. I say good morning to you. Morning, morning, good morning. I say good morning to you.
All right. All right. So here we go. Married at First Sight, season 18, episode 15, Cheat and Retreat. We have a message. We have a message. CMKC say, not vanilla wafer. Yes, that's exactly what I'm calling her. When we get into the episode, you'll see why I said that girl has gotten on my nerves. Have mercy. Now, the situation with her husband right now, it's a little suspicious. Well, it ain't suspicious because I understand, but it is what it is. She ain't been giving them, nothing to move on with. So I can understand, the reasoning for what he did. I ain't gonna get into it because y'all gonna see it. But this lady here that's up on the screen right here, she has not given the process any chance to work. You know, this show is called Married at First Sight. So me, the experts tell you to not go in with the mindset that you have been using in the past. Because if that had worked, you would not have applied for this show. You are supposed to lay everything out on the line. Everything out on the line and choose to be married and do what and work on what married people work on. You're strangers, so of course there's going to be highs and lows, peaks and valleys, and yin and yang. Of course you're going to go through things. However, the foundation should be that both of you have chosen to be married and to be married in a way that is not traditional. So you should be ready for some tough stuff, and you can't be running. But she ain't even tried. This lady has not even tried. Okay, let me practice now. Yes.
Phone.
Has been communicating with her husband. But we'll see. It hasn't come out that has happened. They all do stay in the same apartment building. So a lot has changed from season 1. Season 1, these folks had to stay in their own places. Season 18, the experts the show have found out that it's much easier for the show to actually give them a place on equal grounding. So they put these couples in apartments for 8 weeks. And then after the 8 weeks, then they go to wherever they want to go to. But yeah, so they all do see each other And actually they did this too to also help with the couples for success, because there's other couples, in close proximity that are going through the same experience, and then they can, talk with one another and things of that nature. So it does help that they're all in one area. But now, they're saying, oh, you know, it may be some shady stuff going on, but we'll see. Anyway, well, this is Madison that I stopped it on. Um, but the skinny little Latina, that is Carla. And she's into like spirituality, crystals, just that, I'm gonna say, floaty type of chick. She's very, that's the word that come to mind with Carla, that she's floaty, like always in the clouds. Not saying that she's ditzy, because she's not ditzy. She's a very smart girl, but she just, she's floaty. Hey Dub, how are you, babe? Glad to see you. We're recapping Married at First Sight. I sure don't want to hear you talk, because you are not giving this process a chance. I mean, on wedding day, y'all, she had a meltdown. Now, granted, her husband is David, which is the gentleman with the curly hair. Um, he did tell her, hey, I live with my parents. Now, that would be alarming to most people. He's a 36-year-old man saying he lives at home with his parents. However, though, she got so fixated on that she had a meltdown at her wedding. Now, she's not the only woman that has had a meltdown on wedding day. Actually, we've had a few women. However, though, I don't like to see that happen, because why are you having a meltdown for a project that you chose to be part of? You chose to be here. Have mercy. It makes no sense. She sounds real negative, and baby, when I say so negative, they have, there are one, two, I want to say three experts. We have Pastor Calvin. We have Dr. Pia, and I forget the little lady's name. She's Dr. Calvin, and the other lady has been around since season one. Dr. Pia, she's a new addition there to the show. But yes, that lady has been negative from the jump. From the jump. They have had every expert, they have even had some guest experts try to talk some sense into this woman. This woman did not show up until her husband had a blur of a situation. And that's just to use it to get out of what's going on. Okay, let's focus now on his faux pas, instead of me not giving this process a chance. It's craziness. But let's move forward.
Like, I'm mad about it. I was like, it's fine.
No, you're not insane for being mad. However, you need to understand why y'all got there. She has given her husband nothing. Nothing. During the honeymoon, they really didn't spend any quality time together. When they left the honeymoon, they're supposed to move into these apartments. She was like, let's sleep in separate rooms. That is not what you are supposed to be doing. Now, granted, yes, you're strangers and things take time. However, though, you're married. You chose to be married. I ain't saying you got to sleep with them as far as like, having sex. However, ain't nothing wrong with sharing a bed, with someone that is here for the same reason you supposed to be here. It's craziness. You know what I'm saying? Just crazy. I'm just sick of her.
Or not.
That's not it.
For me, it is a lot, and you don't want to interject like too much because I feel like that's when you two should really say your words.
Yeah.
No one really inter.
Look at her face. Look at her face. Look at that face. Look at that face. That face just looks like she don't know what to do. She don't know what to do. She's so disgusted. She's so disgusted. And instead of being truthful about her being disgusted, she is having a tantrum. And that's true. So when no, that's not the same. When two or more agree, then you should probably pay attention. If everybody is telling you or the feeling is that you are blowing it out of proportion, then maybe you are. Not discounting the error of her husband, because her husband got caught, talking to another female. But she ain't gave him nothing. And I ain't saying ain't gave him nothing as far as like a thing. She ain't got, but she ain't gave nothing into the relationship. They ain't spending no time together. They not talking. They ain't doing nothing but coexisting. And then all she keeps talking about are the things that she does not like about him. He curses, okay? That can be worked on. She doesn't like the fact that he lives in his parents' basement. Okay, that they've had that discussion. He has told her, "Look, I am here because I want to be here. It's not that I can't afford to be gone, but why waste the money? I'm a single man, no children. Hey, I enjoy my parents enjoy me. It's like, he has a separate interest. Yes, it's a basement apartment. And look, it does look like a basement apartment. It's not the upscale little studio type thing that he kind of like portrayed it to be, because that's what he said it's an apartment in my parents' basement. Well, no, not really. It's not really an apartment, because the parents come down there to do laundry. The laundry room is down there. So, it's not necessarily an apartment. Yes, you have space in your parents' basement. You have a bathroom down there. You have a bed down there, but it does look like a basement. And I'm pretty sure it feels like a basement, basements are just that. They're basements, and unless you have put, good money into a basement, they feel like basements. It is what it is. What did A-Dub say? Sounds like she got married to fit in and not like how that's exactly the thing. I wouldn't say well, maybe it is to fit in, because her thing is she comes from a small town. She had aspirations of living bigger. Her upbringing was quite humble, meaning they didn't have a lot of things. She said that she always wanted the things, what have you. So probably being married was one more check off her list of things to look a certain way, because she does talk about looking a specific way. And one of the guests on the after party show that's hosted by Keisha Knight Pulliam said, hey, she just needs to say that she wanted a man with money, of means. Point blank, period. That's what she gives off. That she wants a man with bucks. Okay. Well, if that was so, if you wanted a man with big money, you should probably be hanging out where men with big money hang out. And it show is not a plan for married at first sight. I'm sure. You know, it is what it is. I think men of means hang out like probably places I ain't never been. The Four Seasons and and the country club and the golf course and um those places, the yacht club and what all those, those things that people with big money, what they do, skiing and all that kind of crap. Not saying that's crap because, they do what they want to do. But even if I, was a person with millions and millions of dollars, skiing would not be on my things to do. But folks with money, they hang out, in Aspen and Vail. And no, I heard the black folks be in Vail, but not saying that it ain't rich people in Vail, because if you probably skiing, you probably got some money a little bit, so whether you're black, white, or whatever, if you got money, you got money, and she wants somebody with some money.
I don't think that.
He was in the doghouse. To me, there's no question.
She in the doghouse. She ain't even gave this man no chance, and he is a good guy. Now, yes, he shouldn't have been texting no other woman, but he is a good guy. She ain't even tried. She don't, and she knows exactly what she wants. I do think that with, of course, being on a reality TV show, compensation comes in to thought. So, but she knows. She knows she don't want to be married to this man. She's been saying it from the beginning. However, the experts have been trying to redirect her, and instead of being firm, she's allowing the redirection. See, I ain't gonna let nobody play with me like that. If I don't want something, I don't want something. Regardless. She just need to be real about it. Hey, I don't like this man. He said he lived with his parents. We done been over to the house. I don't like how it looked. He said he a year or two away of being in his own place. So that means he got to come live in my little bitty apartment, because she got a little bitty apartment. I mean, her apartment's so tiny. She got a 1-bedroom apartment. It's little. And if y'all seen her husband, he is a nice sized man. Just adding one more person to her space would be overload for sure. He is not a little man. I believe she had a full size bed, and I mean, listen, uh, if you ain't never laid in a full size bed with a big guy, try it ain't comfortable. See, I knew that's what he was gonna say. So this is her husband here, David. And what he said is valid. I just want some tender love and care. He has signed up for a project. He even told her, hey, everything I asked for, they gave me it in you. You are everything I asked for as far as on paper. However, though, she has rejected him from day one. Listen, I think almost, yeah, they're a month in. They have celebrated, actually, yeah, last week they celebrated their month anniversaries. So they've been, with this process for a month, and she has given him nothing but contention. So of course, being in that space for a man is hard. It's hard for a man to not get any reciprocation for the good deeds that they are doing is hard. And for him to have endured this already for over a month, I commend him. I commend him because not many would have been able to compose themselves. Most men been like, let me tell you something, little mama. If you don't like me, let me know so I can stop wasting my time. We can sign these divorce papers now, but I'm not gonna keep coming up in here. You telling me you don't like A, B, and C, and I can't tell you X, Y, or Z. Women have this thing that they can spew out things that they may not be in alignment with, and the men can't say nothing back. Oh, no. Men have requirements too. They may be fewer than ours, but there are some things that men require to move forward with relationships. You know, they have preferences. He wanted a white woman. He specifically told the experts, I want a white woman with blonde hair. That's what they gave him. A white woman with blonde hair and strong. He asked for those things. She just not giving him a chance. Let's. So this couple here, this is Carla and Juan, I believe his name is. So they're like bro and sis. Juan has friend zoned. Oh, look, Carla. But he said he is taking it slow because moving fast in the past has made things murky for his relationship. So he didn't necessarily want to move in that direction. So I don't know. I'm up in the air with them if they're going to stay together or not. I want them to because they look good together. They look good together. But like I said, she is floaty and he is very analytical. Very analytical. But she needs his very analytical mind and he needs her floatiness because you know how folks who are very driven analytically, they have they tend to stay in that mode and never relax or never just go with the flow. So I think they would bring a great balance to one another if they would allow it to work.
How'd you sleep?
I slept well.
So I don't know if he was trying to make himself look funny because he's a very nice looking man, but he shaved his beard that way right before this couples retreat, and he don't look quite as handsome with this style of beard that he normally does. But whatever. Uh-oh, they done got me, y'all. Okay, they not going to let me play it. Stay stream suspended. Ain't not gonna let me play it. Or what is it? Wait a minute. Is it? Let me refresh. Let me see. Yeah, they like Oh man. Wait a minute. Wait a minute. Yeah, it ain't going down. Oh, that's a bummer. Let's see here. Let's see. Doo-doo-doo-doo-doo-doo. Wait a minute. Now it's saying, okay, I don't know. It was saying stream suspended, but then, oh, you were saying what happened? Yeah, it was suspended. A-Dub. They got me. They's got me. They's got me. Man, I don't even think. Okay. All right. They got me. They clipped me. They clipped me. They clipped me. They clipped me. Oh man. So Lifetime is like, no, they not letting it happen. Man. I wonder if I could just where y'all could hear it. Oh, you're back. Yeah, I'm back. Yeah. So yeah, and still, even with the fair use, um, they don't like certain things. That's crazy. That is crazy. That is crazy. And then, like, it didn't even. Let me see. I mean, I don't know. Like, I wonder what they're gonna. Hmm. What you think, A Dub? What you think I should do? Should I go back in and try to finish it, or I don't know. Oh man, I can't believe they did that. Yes, I can. They ain't want me to do it. The housewives either. Let's see. Let's see if I can find. Let's see. Come on now. Mm, 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 mm. Hmm. If I can. Nope, 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 nope. So ain't nobody really doing the full episodes like that. Man, I don't know. I don't want you to go on top. Me neither. That's why I'm like, ugh. You know, I don't know. I don't know. Man, that bums me out. That bums me out. And then I wonder, no, that ain't gonna be able to do it either. Mm-mm. Well, A-Dub, they hating. They hating. Mm-mm-mm. Okay, so I need to find a different way. I'm gonna go on and end the live because they ain't letting me be great. And I'm gonna figure out how to, like, yeah, that is a bummer. That is a bummer. I'm gonna find out how to like download the episode. Let me see here. Uh, da, 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 da. Let's see here. Man. Mm. Man, I'm so mad. I cannot edit image setting. What is this? Save to collections. What does that mean? Saved image. Saved images. No, I don't want that. What is that? Honey, I'm trying to figure out if there's a way. Uh, Thank you, A Dub. All right, babe. Yeah, I'm gonna try to figure out a different way. Thank you all for being here. To the replay viewers, I apologize for the just immediate, like, stoppage of the live, but YouTube don't want me to do it, and probably Facebook neither. I didn't see if Facebook up. Facebook was still keeping it up and going. They hadn't clipped me. Maybe we should go on Facebook. Maybe we should. Cause YouTube ain't, Facebook's still up actually. Ain't that something? Boop, bop, bop. All right, A Dub. Yeah, Drip already showed me how to do it. As far as like he told me to like to clip it up and detach the audio that way. But I didn't want to do it that way, but that's it seems that's the way I'm gonna have to do it because they don't like you, even with pausing it a lot. I think it has a lot. Some of it has to do with like the signage, logos and all that kind of stuff. You gotta kind of get that stuff, like out of the way or whatever. But we'll figure it out. I kind of the other day I went live on my phone and kind of just let the audio play in the background on my TV. But then that doesn't give, you guys, the viewers, any visuals other than me. And I don't even want y'all focusing on me like that. But it is what it is. We gonna figure it out. Y'all know I'm new to everything, but we gonna get it together. But thank you for being here. Let's close it on out. Enjoy your night. Enjoy your day. Enjoy every moment that comes your way. You know why? It's because joy is real Mwah, 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 mwah. I love you guys. And until next time, all right? All right, so let's go ahead and get this in this on out. All right, see y'all later.
Baby, I'm a hard mess. Your heart is like a fortress. But baby, I'm still curious about you. Baby, I'm a hard mess. You play me like you're playing chess. Yes, you are oblivious.